What's up, champions? Welcome to an awesome episode of Kiwi Metal Chef.
Kiwi Metal Chef! He's a Kiwi Metal Chef! He doesn't really know what he's doing, but he's doing it 'cause he can!
I'm here to teach you about how to cook your own fast food so that you don't have to be an idiot and go out to KFC to try and buy it in this quarantine time and be waiting for an hour in the queue like an idiot. So, made me up some batter of my very own, which I've made out of flour, like 2 cups of flour, some salt, some sugar, some spices. I got like some cayenne pepper and like coriander and stuff in there. You all know it's herbs anyways. So I've made the batter. I've got some chips in the freezer, and I bought me some chicken that was like $5 altogether. These ingredients cost me $20, which is like way cheaper than if you go to KFC. So anyways, here we have the chicken. It's raw. Now first thing I gotta do is dunk my chicken in the batter. So I'm gonna put it in one side first and then the other side. Now it looks like this. Put it on my plate. Then I grab my next piece of chicken. And I do it again. Get that chicken in there. You want to make sure that you get lots of batter on your fingers, because if you put your hand in the oil by accident, it will stop your fingers from getting burnt. Now, if you're one of those people who likes having bread buns from KFC, I don't like bread buns, I don't buy bread buns, so use a bloody slice of bread. So here I've got my battered chicken, which I basically just need to chuck in the oil now. As you can see, I've got loads of batter on my fingers, so that's going to help me out later. Glug, 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 glug. You want to make sure you use lots and lots of oil. It gives it that extra deep fried and unhealthy flavor, which is totally what you want if you want it to taste like KFC. Okay, now this bottle lid, something's gone wrong with it, so I can't take the top off, so I'm going to stab it with a knife. Be careful that you don't stab yourself. Ooh, it's already starting to sizzle. There's 1 piece of chicken. 2 pieces of chicken. Probably don't want to put in too many because you want it to, like, I suppose you want it to fry evenly or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I could put in more. Maybe I will put in more. I am putting in more. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. You're not going to do nothing. Right. Now the chicken's on. While we're waiting for that to cook, it's going to take about 10 to 20 minutes. We're going to make some onion rings. So, you want yourself a big ass knife and an onion. Now, you can use a wooden chopping board, plastic chopping board, whatever. I'm using a red chopping board because red's the color of blood. You skin the onion. So for me, I like chopping off the ends and then tearing it to pieces. If you want, you can like give it a little slice down the verticular angle of the onion, and you rip it off. Now you take your big ass knife and you chop up your onion, nicely sliced. 1, 2, 3. And if you want, you can count it in Japanese. Ichi, ni, san. And if you really want, you can count it in Chinese. I, ar, san. So now, you want to try and keep a few of these onion rings together. You want them to be ringy shaped, so you probably want to like tear out a hole of each one like that. And then we've still got our batter here from the chicken. We're going to put the onions in the batter now. Okay, and as you can see, I'm still getting loads of batter on my fingertips. I just want to express that explicitly. Chicken's boiling away, which is beautiful. It's exactly what I would expect from KFC. Yeah. Right, and there we have it. That's our first lot of our own homemade KFC chicken. As you can see, my hand is still covered in batter and perfectly fine. Yeah. I forgot to mention earlier, you need to cook it on a high tip I got my battered fingers ready to go. Now we're going to try and grab this sucker out. And we have to do this in a very specific way, otherwise we've got to burn our hand like crap. Okay, so watch me do it. I'm a professional. Okay, and 1, 2, 3. And that's how you do it. That's how you do it. And that's both our batches of chicken done. Now next up we've got the chips to go with our KFC meal. So these ones cost me like $2.50 from Pack and Save. Got a kilo. Let's go. That's almost the whole pack. And now we just wait for these babies to deep fry. Then we can cook the onion rings. Right, so now we've got our chips on the stove to cook. We want to make sure that our chicken don't go cold. So make sure you put a paper towel over the top of it. And we chuck this sucker in the oven to keep it warm. And while you're waiting for your chips to cook, go play some guitar. Alright, chips are done. Now we need to add the salt. Now when you're salting your chips, you want to use exactly 1 crap ton. It has to be exact, okay? Otherwise it won't taste like KFC. There you go. 1 crap ton of salt. Oh. Okay, now last thing we need to cook is the onion rings. Now again, you can make these any size you want. You can make them really big. You can make them really small. I don't care. Right, so I got me some potato flakes. And I got some water on the boil. Now I'll use about 1.5 cups. So I got a cup here. Okay, and I'm going to use 1.5 cups of this crap. Yeah, reconstituted potato. This is what they make Pringles out of, bro. Got my potato flakes in there. And it reckons about 2 cups of water and 1/2 cup of milk. Okay, back over here at our onion rings. Ooh, not looking too bad actually. Oh yeah, they're alright, eh? They're alright. This is my first time making onion rings, so to be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing here, but that'd be about right. Okay, and then you stir it with your fork, mate. And that's starting to look like some mashed potato. Now, recipe also said you can use milk. If you're lactose intolerant, you don't need milk. So you can make it without milk. Bro. Okay, that's starting to look like some mashed potato. Woohoo! I'm gonna grab some milk. Milk. I use exclusively Anchor milk because it gives you muscles, or at least it does on the ads. Don't use too much. Yeah. Also, don't overflow your fridge, it's bad. Okay, here are my onion rings, all done. To be honest, they look a little bit weird. A little bit like the inbred children between an onion and a potato. We all know how to do this for sure, right? But I mean, it's easy enough. You just enter the contents of the packet into the cup. Stir, stir, stir. And this is going to go nicely on our potato. Cool. And there's our basic KFC meal. Coleslaw I bought from Pack and Save. It's about 59 cents, 100 grams. So 300 grams cost me like nearly $3. Of course, if you're one of those kids that doesn't like coleslaw, well, obviously you don't need it, do you? Alright. So everyone's got 3 pieces of chicken. They got about 2.5 scoops of chips. And they got themselves a healthy amount of coleslaw. Still some left over. Inbred looking onion rings with our chips, eh? Yeah. I'm good at this. There you go. That's how you make homemade KFC. I hope you all learned something. I hope that you apply this in your lifestyle. And don't be one of those idiots waiting in line at the drive-thru. Okay, and again, all this just cost me about 20 bucks. This amount of food from KFC would usually cost you at least 30 bucks. So, homemade KFC, man, go for it. And otherwise, this has been Kiwi Metal Chef, teaching you the secrets of making your own KFC. Tune in for your next episode, if there is a next episode, when I might attempt to tackle some kind of burger or something. Alright, see you next time. Keep it metal.
Kiwi Metal Chef.